This is the NBC4 Sports Desk.
The Dodgers need Clayton Kershaw. We all know that, but when will they get him back? Could be another week, maybe more. Pitched to live batters yesterday, but manager Dave Roberts said they're being cautious. He'll miss his scheduled start Thursday. They hope to get him out there either next week or the middle of the following week. Dodgers and Diamondbacks in Phoenix. There's Yasiel Puig, and there are his shoes. Rocking the limited edition Vin Scully spikes. He's only been in the country a few years, but he knows the greatness of Vin. Unfortunately, the shoes didn't help him in the ninth inning. Down a run with a tying run at third, struck out. Now the Dodgers are down to their final out. It's Chris Taylor, had the game of his life 2 nights ago, but that was then. This is now. Went down swinging. Dodgers lost 6-5, dropped 2 of 3 in the desert. Angels looking for the sweep, hosting the White Sox. Albert Pujols got things going in the first, smashing a 2-run shot to the rocks out in center. And he did it again in the fourth. 577 career homers, just 6 behind Mark McGwire for 10th on the all-time list. Angels break out the brooms on those Sox, and they beat them 8-1. 4 decades ago, Jack Nicklaus and Tom Watson played arguably the greatest round of golf ever. It was called the Duel in the Sun, and it took place in the final round of the Open. Today, Phil Mickelson and Henrik Stenson had their duel, and according to Nicklaus, it was even better. You shoot a 65 in the final round of a major and you're thinking champagne dreams and claret jugs, but it wasn't meant to be for Mickelson, and that's simply because Stenson played out of his head. Truly a round for the ages. Stenson had 10 birdies in the round. That's like scoring 70 points in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. But Mickelson didn't blink. In fact, he was going toe-to-toe with Stenson, and that was not an easy thing. But Mickelson just couldn't keep up with the torrid pace that Stenson was setting. Mickelson needed to hit every putt down the stretch, and they just simply did not drop. Stenson capped off his brilliant round with a birdie on the final hole. A final round 63 is almost incomprehensible, but it happened. Henrik Stenson wins his first major championship. If you weren't at Manhattan Beach today, then you were at the wrong place. Final of the Manhattan Beach SoCal boys, guys. Jake Gibb and Casey Patterson looking good as they tune up for Rio. Won a tough 3-setter. Emily Day and Brittany Hochever, they won the women's bracket. Just 19 days until the opening ceremony right here on NBC4. We know Kobe Bryant's Olympic basketball days are done, but he may have found a new sport. That is coming up. What happens when Kobe Bryant has a stomachache while playing ping pong? He orders delivery from a new app, of course. This one's in China, and Kobe's new ad features him as the ping pong mamba we never knew existed. Maybe his Olympic career isn't over after all. Speaking of Kobe, he wasn't the only future Hall of Famer to retire this season. Tim Duncan made that official last week. Both players have 5 championships. So tonight on Going Rogan, Fred asked the question, who had the better career, Kobe or Duncan?
Kobe Bryant, because we measure careers with memorable moments. Kobe Bryant's 81-point game, his 60-point game to end his career, hitting the free throws after tearing his Achilles. Name one Tim Duncan memorable moment.
But there's another side to that argument. You don't have to wait long to hear it. Going Rogan coming up at midnight. Finally, back to baseball. Why in the world would I show you the Pirates and Nationals? Give me a second here. Pinch hitter Daniel Murphy homered in the bottom of the ninth to tie the game. But that was bad news for this young man. The Pirates' #1 fan wasn't happy about going extra innings, but he kept a good attitude going into the 10th. Come on, let's go, guys. By the time the 15th rolled around, he was over and out. In the 18th, he's fallen asleep, but then Starling Marte makes the little guy's dream come true. Proved to be the winning run, and Pittsburgh's most emotional fan could not believe his eyes. The full range of emotions on display. A 6-year-old has never felt so much stress and so much joy in one afternoon.
This has been the NBC4 Sports Desk.